Everybody, welcome back to All of Fabric 3, Episode 9, with me, Sid. And sorry, I'm just gathering my thoughts there. And yeah, I'm wearing a ludicrous hat. The ludicrous hat has got the advantage that it gives me an extra level of looting, which is effectively looting 4. So I will take the extra level of looting for the ludicrous look. Because, however, I have been busy. Straight away you'll notice that I've got windows, I've got lanterns, gold, not iron, nothing cheap. Got a little drawer, got my bed is here, a bench, I can have a sit on it. Oh, hello. Oh, that is not going to work, okay. Don't sit on that again. Got a chair, I can sit on that. And I have been and conquered 3 more Battle Towers bosses, and I now have got 3 of the 4 armor pieces, the Key Pick of Mysteries, the Key Spade of Mysteries, and the Key Hoe of Mysteries. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine what makes them a mystery, but this has changed up here. For starters, the floor has changed, it's come up a level, and we've got a wall, we've got a bedroom, we've got a little living area with a little bit of storage, a bit more storage down there. Emo is currently killing zombies in his spawner, and then I've got my potion brewing area up here, and I've just got these set up with awkward potions. We've got some fire potions, that's a speed, and a bit of shelf storage and stuff going on there. That's all good. Down here I have a new rat friend, that's Muffin. No particular reason. And that's, and I've got doormats. Don't know about that bit out there. Out here, however, or down here, obviously I went raiding, so we have got a few more books. Unbreaking, useful. Flame slash, set mobs on fire. Oh, hello. Loyalty, if I ever got a trident. Stuff, things. Mending. Oh. And unbreaking. Now that has already got unbreaking. I want to. No. Sorry, it's going to have to happen. That has already got infinity, so it can't have mending. Yeah, my netherite sword definitely wants things. My armor also could do with a little bit of work, but you know, fine on that. Thunder slash and other things. So books, basically. Through here, not much has happened, except for the potion brewing kits has gone, and a few chests have been expanded, and there apparently is a zombie somewhere out there, although I don't know where he is. However, I have... I'm just got to go see where that is, because he's going to get annoying otherwise. I'll show you the outside stuff before we go on to those quest items anyway. And I have got a few quests complete as well, so... Right, you. Nope, it must be underground then. That's a pain. I'll have to hunt him down. Anyway, out here a couple of things have changed. First, we got this barrel appeared just on the outskirts of my property. Just right click the scroll on the waystone. So we've got a scroll of waystone-ness. And what that will do is it will share, I think it was clicks. Waystone points with me. Yeah, clicks home, enter portal. Yeah, got a whole load of additional waypoints now, and just get rid of that. Right, what else has gone on around here? The only other thing, because I had people leaving things for me and just building on the edge of my claim area, I went to the edge of my claim area, I built a path out, and I put myself a mailbox. Has got nothing in it, but Emo left me the egg. Emo and Clicks went to the nether end and defeated the Ender Dragon. I'm not overly that bothered about doing it. It's, you know what it's like. The End Dragon was a challenge. back in the day. But we moved on, you know, and it is largely no longer a challenge. Doubly so because I'm wearing bunny slippers, and that means I don't take any fall damage. So when I'm pillaring up to take out the regeneration crystals, I don't have to worry about fall damage. I've got the hang glider, so I could fly myself back down onto the island if I get knocked out. I'm just going to have to go and see if that guy is anywhere where he shouldn't be. I don't think he'll be actually in here, because I've put all my torching up above there. No, I don't know. So yeah, I wasn't that bothered about killing the dragon. Killing the wither isn't that big a deal these days either. So, you know, like all of these things, it's saying I killed the wither is like saying I built myself a new pickaxe. It's the same kind of thing. We've seen it all before, and it's relatively straightforward. Right, I'm going to make 11 of these. Basic coils. Those are going to make, once I've taken 5 of them, are going to make me 5 wooden batteries. 5 wooden batteries. Let me just double check. That is 3 of those. Makes me 1 of those. And hang on. It goes like that, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 2 wooden thrusters. Combine that with that and that, and the one thing I didn't get, wood, my nemesis. Boop. Combine all of that with all of that to get a wooden jetpack, and we have tier 1 jetpack complete, and we can charge you up. And it's not particularly good, but it is a jetpack. It gives us a bunch of quests which we completed. I also have a few other completed quests. Let's go and do the jetpack one first. That's going to give me a random reward. Wow. Tier 1, copper or stone basically would give me some random reward over there, but that's fine. I have completed, what did I do in that? I made a tank. Just for the potion area up there, so we'll take the random reward. Artifacts, in my travels I got myself some digging claws, so almost what we got, 1, 2, 3, 4 more glove ones to grab. This is what made me to do it. This obviously is an RNG quest line. There's nothing we can do to improve this other than carry on. What do we have? Oh, have I made? Oh, I must have picked up one of those. Okay, that is fine. I've got those. We can make the cursed seeds, which of course we are probably going to want to if we ever want to make a cursed earth mob spawner. Possibility. And in the overworld, I have visited a rainbow beach in my travels, and I think that is everything. Now, if we just have a look at the map. I took a trip out. Let me just zoom back in again, let it go. So from here I went up to, and I did, obviously I've done that tower. I went and did that tower. I then went and did that tower. And I did a tower somewhere else, and I can't remember where it is now. It doesn't matter. So we took a trip around there. This island over there. This is to where Chip Predator's living. Nice little house growing there. Claim the island. A bit of real estate grab there. This is big guy over here. These are amazing. We'll have to take a trip down there at one point. Over here, of course, is Emo. And that is Clinks. Not Clicks, Clinks. Sorry, Clinks. Oh dear, you get so obsessed with clicks in YouTube. Okay, so what do we get? We got an apple crate. We got some gold block. Actually, we'll leave it in gold block. We got a golden kibble, or we got some strawberries and some Japanese maple. Woohoo! Exciting stuff. Right, let's put you away. That's technically food. That's food. So you can go in there. And my plan for today, apart from testing out this jetpack, which we will do in a moment, is that really doesn't give you much, does it? Considering it's to do some work on something semi-vanilla mechanic-y. We're going to try and get some villager trading going, because mending is a thing we need in our lives, and the best way to get a mending book is probably going to be to get a mending villager. However, can you wear that anywhere? Oh, no, it has to go on your chest slot. I thought it probably would do, but you know. Okay. Options, controls, jetpack, engine is V, G is hover. Really is not that great. But then again, what do I expect? It's made out of wood. And you can bet your bottom dollar that when NASA sat down to start doing rocket science, they didn't go, what should we make this out of? And someone went, how about oak? Of course, bunny slippers help. So that really does need to be upgraded, but it's a step in the right direction. So let us go, drop that off downstairs, and I'll keep upgrading that. I may do a few more upgrades on it on the thing. So the uses for this is now to go into the copper or the stone. And I'll probably go with stone just because it's cheaper, obviously. So, and that's going to require more. It's going to require copper batteries with more of those and stuff and things. Yeah, well, all things we can do. I need to answer a question. And I've got two options. One is to use a couple of the villages in the villager area down there. The other, well, let's just head off quickly over to the village over here. It's not a million miles away. And let's just go and see if we can engage in a little bit of constructive kidnapping. It's a bit like constructive criticism, only slightly more illegal. There's gotta be a villager around here somewhere. We get the hello. Right, let's. What do they get bunny slippers for horses? Bunny horseshoes. That would be good. Because then your horse, you wouldn't have to worry about him getting trapped and drowning. Well, not drowning, but you know, almost drowning. Right then. Is there anybody here left alive? It does not look hopeful, does it? Wow. This place has been utterly depopulated. Oh, I heard one. Where are you? Anybody got a fence? There we go, there's a fence. Get that. There you are, and you are a nitwit. Okay, can I capture a villager? No. Right, well, that answers that question. I was hoping. Now, I wonder whether a cursed lasso will do. I'll need to undo that. Let's go find out, because I just happen to have been spending a lot of time in the Nether, primarily trying to farm wither resources, wither skulls, drop of evil thingy, drop of darkness or whatever they're calling them in this one. Wee. And a netherite. I've got another couple of netherite ingots. I'm not desperate to do anything with them yet, but let's go and see if that will work. Now what we can do is we'll test the cursed one on one of our villagers in the hoofer. In the hobbit hole. In the meantime, I'm going to make a new... come here, you. I do like to be able to carry my horse around with me, so let's go and make a new cursed lasso. Well, let's make a golden lasso to start off with. Let's just get that up, shall we? Lasso. So that's just leads and eyes of ender. We know how to make eyes of ender, so let me get that lot thrown together and I'll be back in a second. Alright, even, yeah, didn't quite hit the button there. We have our golden lasso. The use for that is to wrap it, and that can hold monsters. And then diamond. Oh. That's happening. That is most definitely happening. Gonna keep a golden though, just for my little hoofer. Right. Couple of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And it was a couple of diamonds. Now I'm not shy on diamonds after the mining I've been doing, so in the mining dimension, surprisingly. So we need, from the mob drops folder, take 8 of those. Got 2 wither skulls, we're on the way. We need to do that and that. Curse the soup. And then the use for that is cursed lasso, golden lasso, a lasso, and a diamond and a diamond. Now I'll bet that can pick up villagers. While we're at it, let's see what our rewards were for that. Ooh, 4 ender pearls, don't mind if I do, and a block of diamond and a random. Seems a little bit excessive, but you know. 12 iron ingots and oh yes. I mean that virtually cost us nothing. Gold, that's really it. No, that doesn't go in there. Let us go. I got 2 of those. I don't know. Let us go and see a man about a villager. Now, if we can kidnap villagers, I do want to do a villager breeder, but I'd like to get started quickly. And it doesn't cost a great deal to teleport using that, if anything. It's next to 0. So we could borrow a few. Now, I've done a bit of work down here. It's a very, very small amount of work, to be fair. Doesn't help with the fact that, see, we're ready for a villager breeder. We need to make it look nice, though. Right then, Mr. Villager. Yep, it does. I think. Do I need to relog? I think I need to relog. I'll be back in a second. Yep, that works. Right, so we don't need to worry about faffing around with minecarts and everything, which is great, because that means we can build a villager breeder, but we can also get a villager trading hall going. I think the first thing we'll do is get the villager breeder in place, and think about how we're going to decorate this. Now, we're fairly low down here, so yeah, we've got a good base to build in. But I think the first thing we do is go and get some beds and the bits and pieces we need to make a villager breeder. And sleep. Alright, well, it's crude and simple. It's nothing fancy. It's exactly, in fact, the farm that Impulse designed. All we need to do now is get these guys to pick up some food. Maybe they make a... Whoops, hello. Maybe they make the babies. No, you're not... Oh. That is not supposed to happen. Why have they done that? This might not work. I've never tried to do this on a fabric thing before, so I'd like my potatoes, my bread back as well, if you don't mind. Damn you. Whee! Mine. Right. Well, that's a problem. I mean, it's not a vast problem. I do need to put some means of getting in and out of here, don't I? As well. Oh, and yeah. Let's head up top and see if we can't sleep the night off and then figure out what to do with these bloody villagers. Boing. I'm going to bang my head, of course, because this bed's right too close to the wall, but there you go. Right, let's try that again, because they haven't got anywhere near enough food to... Well, I presume they haven't got anywhere near enough food to breed. That, plus the fact that they're not where they should be. Why did you do that? Come on, pick up the food, get fruity. If this doesn't work, I will resort to just kidnapping from established villagers. If we leave farmers there, then they should, because we don't need. We're not looking for massive villager trading. We're looking for some key stuff right off the bat. There you go. There's a stack of bread. You still want more? You greedy little so-and-sos. Yeah, it's weird why they... Come on, this 32... I mean, you know, you've got everything. You've got pretty much the entire bread counter now from Tesco's. That's right. Makers of babies. Let's not watch them. I'll tell you what, let's leave them to it. I'm going to go and kidnap another villager. Because it might be a damn sight faster, and if I use the quick travel, then we can hopefully get around a little bit faster. Now let's have a look. I want to be... Might as well head over to this village and slime sling, and off we go. Whee! Yeah. Obviously, we don't condone Hey, hello. Don't deactivate your thing. We don't condone actual villager kidnapping. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course we do. Hello. Oh, willow tree. Right. Let's head in here and see who we got. Oh, these are swamp villagers. They've got quite a nice texture as well, haven't they? Right, let's go. For starters, mine. And they're not doing a very good job, are they? But there are plenty of villagers here, so if I borrow one of those, pop it down, we'll call it temp, and go sit home. It's not perfect, but what we could do is put one down in the villager breeding area. But this, you know, this is not a biggie. I am tempted not to bother with villager breeding at all and just do villager kidnapping. It certainly would give us, well, it's certainly easier. Like I say, we don't need vast numbers of villagers. Oh, most of my bread is down there as well. Okay. That's them throwing it at each other, isn't it? Yeah, what do we think? Do I think it's worth villager breeding at all? Or should I just get a trade hall in? Let's just do a trade hall. Sod it. Right. Decisions, you two, you're just going to be normal villagers. I am going to have to very carefully take out most of this wall. And that one, and that one, and that one. Some of these will be silverfish blocks, which means you need to hit them with something that kills me in one, otherwise, you know, life gets very painful very quickly. Right, let me do a bit of work. I'll be back in a while. Well, it appears there's a whole load of witherboth fighting going on, but I've kind of cleared a space down here now. My plans for this area are embryonic at best. So what I want to do is this is a floor level, so we want a light in the floor. Now, the wall's going to be here, so we're going to come back like so, and that's going to be the light that we're going to stick in, and we'll just set up maybe, well, we'll do 8. That kind of works. I'm also running out of inventory space, but since when has that ever worried me, eh? So have that kind of going on in the floor. I mean, floor or ceiling, actually. We have got options. We don't need to use the nice looking lights there. We can actually just stick some shroom lights in, which have got just as much character. I love the fact that I'm chucking these things out with wild abandon here. I'll pick all of those back up and we'll shroom light this. The problem is I'm carrying all these ember. Oh man, that's not even what I wanted. These ember gel things. So the next question is, what are we going to do around the sides here? Now so I don't want to waste any more material than we have to. So my thoughts were, so what this looks like when you strip it. come back to that one. Should really have that as well, which means I am going to have to try and drop some of this lot and that lot. There we go. Perfect. And have I got anything of which I have very little, like a bit of dirt perhaps? A couple of those will empty out some space. Anything I have very little dirt. By the way, yeah. Cute. Not so cute when it's actually in your face, but there you go. So my thoughts were kind of working along these lines. I'm going to actually take that out because not necessary. And you managed to get down there somehow. That's fine. You're all going into one of these eventually anyway. Oh, I didn't bring out an axe with me, did I? The only problem with always carrying that instead of an axe is we end up with stuff that we probably don't want. However, no. For floor, it's not going to be this, we're going to strip it. Because it's fine. And then we just need to decide what we're going to do with the walls. These are a bit of a pain to get actually, because the plant grows very, very strangely. Let's just see where this gets us as a design in here. Obviously not that. That is pretty vile. Yeah, it is vile. Let's not convince ourselves otherwise, eh? And then there, and there, and there, and there. Now we're going to need to sort out some of these back sections. Oh, hello, and not like that. So my thoughts kind of run down here. We're going to just splatter, and we'll come back and pick up most of this later. And yeah, a little bit of work here, a little bit of work. Oh, hello. Oops, hello, not that. I've got a bit of that going on. And yeah, if you can hear road noise, by the way, I apologise. It's getting uncomfortably warm around here at the moment. So I'm having to run with the window open rather than my usual state of window closed, because otherwise it's just uncomfortable. A bit like that. We can throw some of this in here, there. Just plaster it in there. And yeah, this should work. What have I got here anyway? I don't have to use all this thing. We can just use some of that. We can actually throw a few non-standard blocks in as well, just to mix up the patterns about the place, just for effect. No, not like that. That's twice. Got a couple of those, so we can throw one of them in. And throw two of them in. There we go. That's starting to look like something. Need to do something with the roof. But first things first, let's do something with my inventory. We'll be back in a second. Alright. Obviously, we've got more expansion room that way. I've gone with skystone for the roof. I don't know why, it kind of blended. The ember, these blocks would not strip. I mean, they clearly have stripped variants. They just didn't want to strip. So there must be some trick to these that I'm not aware of. But doesn't matter. We've brought some blocks with us. 1, 2, and 3, because I don't want to place these down. What I do want to do is place this fella in here. Now, the reason I don't want to do that... interesting. Solid. I need to pick those up then, don't I? Now, if I want these, I want them to ghost camo blocks. Which I thought was a thing. I'll settle for a stair. Alright, not a problem. Let me go with... my inventory is actually still a problem, even after I've been and tidied it. I'll tell you what, let's deal with Chuckles here for starters. Because what we need to do is clear this space out and make it into our where we set these guys up. Now what I want is I want them to not see whatever. If I put a lectern down in there, I want these guys not to be able to see it. Simple enough request, eh? However, right, waste of glass, but there you go. I haven't got silk touch yet. One of the reasons for wanting to get villager trading going, I want to just be able to get the enchants and books I need, and maybe a few other blocks. Yes, we do have glass slabs, but we're going to quickly fill this space in. We'll build it up as not a trade hall, rather a what's the word I'm looking for here? Well, I suppose it is a trade. It's a trade room, isn't it, rather than a hall. We're gonna what our objective is to have a trade hall, which is that space through there, and this space over here will be a trade room, which, yeah, makes sense to me anyway. I am going to need more blocks though to fill this hole in, which is, you know, the exact opposite to the problem I had. I mean, I could use skystone, but I don't really want to. It's not particularly difficult to mine when you... yes. Maybe I should just do this. That might make life a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, and those, and we'll keep that. Anything else? Right, well, I suppose what we need to do now is make a door and see whether we can't... Ooh, ember door. Wow. What does that look like, actually? I mean, it looks pretty grim on the... That is actually pretty cool. I don't want it. but it's pretty cool. 1, 2. Now, here is the question. If I come in here and place down a lectern, do any of these guys pathfind to it? It certainly doesn't look like they do. Of course, what we need to do is double hide it, don't we? But, oh well, I suppose it's a start. Right, next things next then. Let me get this room sorted out and I shall be back in a second. Alright, I need a zombie, so I'm hoping... Oh, come on. That we can get in, grab one of the... not one of that one, just get me one of these fellas. Come on, I mean, zombies are normally the easiest thing to get to come to you in the world because they pathfind like... it's almost like they were designed to. Thank you. Right, now, let us leg it. Oh, don't stutter like that on me. And get back in the safety of our house, sleep the night away, and world will be good and happy. Well, I've still got stuff to do with this zombie, but at least we now have a zombie, because obviously we want to reduce our trades when we're doing part of this. So I'm trying to think of a mechanism for this. I also probably should... Wow, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? I'll have them. I'm going to want potions of weakness later. So yeah, I'm trying to think of a mechanism that will allow me to work similar to what I did in Sid Modded Life with the pop-up zombie, but that was a bit of a pig. Only a bit of a pig. Didn't I? I'll have a burger. I've got lots of sandwiches, but sometimes you fancy a change. And if you can hear that, that's thundering outside, so yeah. Right. So I'm kind of working around some ideas, and one of the ideas I have is to get the zombie in a minecart, have him drop down on a piston, have the minecart on a piston, or the minecart block on a piston, or some such thing, and pop him up, and he goes brow 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 and beats the villagers to a pulp. And then we resurrect them, and they go, "Hey, everybody's great! This guy saved Bob." And everybody goes, "Yay, Bob!" And I didn't bring any cover with me again, did I? However, to do that, we're going to need to get him in a minecart, and we're going to need to name him. So my thoughts kind of run to this for starters. Let's get our zombie out. There he is. And let's give him a name. The Negotiator. Seems like an appropriate name. Stick him back in there. Wow, it is cooking up a storm in there. And then if we go and do something like this, get this, oops, this on the bar, pop him down, pop that in there. Yay! Got him. And of course, yeah, he is quite aggressive. That was probably not the best. Get back on your rail. Let's do that another way. So I suppose if we take that, because he's going to be down here on a piston. I'm really unsure about how to do this. Let me have a finagle. I'll be back in a second. Alright, try number 2. What we're going to do is we are going to stick the negotiator there. He can't do anything now. If I let him down, then he hits me. Now he doesn't hit me because he's not low enough, or he's rather too high. So if we now pop him up, oh, it was when he drifted out from the so he's definitely going to attack in that position, but not there. Alright, that's fine. I think that will work. So we come in back here and fill you into there. We pop our glass into here. Stick our lectern down here. Villager can't escape, and we power that block down there somehow. Maybe. Let's have a look. If now, I'll be honest, you know me, I am not a redstone nerd. That definitely works, but it's not going to go into that, is it? What about if I do that? That seems to work, which is uncanny and both uncanny and scary for me that something seemed to work. Pop that there. Just pop that there. Just so I know not to dig them up should I come down here again. And perfect. So then we're going to go here and here and just finish off the room. That back there. Actually, don't waste. I know it's only stone, but you know. Just backfill all of this, and that can come out. At some point I'll improve the general decor in here, but you know, I've spent a long time fiddling with this and I've really not got a lot to show for it yet, and I would like to rectify that if I could. So yeah, let's do that. Tear out that. Stick one of those up there. And that all seems to be okay. None of these guys have managed to change their trade. So the only thing now is to grab some emeralds and see about getting a mending villager. That's my first target, over and above everything else, is a mending villager. But of course, we also need some emerald generating villagers, and that's going to take a little bit longer because we're going to need to do farmers, and then we're going to need to do a farm, And I think I'm going to go pumpkins and melons again. It's get the right farmers, and we're laughing. But let me sort myself out, pull a few things together, be back in a second. Alright, it's time to test this out. You, sir, shall be my first victim. He's picked a trade, and it's not a good trade. Oh, that's, yeah, I've kind of cocked up there. I need to block him in somehow, don't I? Ooh, yeah, that's... Just borrow those temporarily. I will fix that later on. Ooh, hear me? Protection 2. No. Punch 2. Forget it. Yeah, definitely need channeling. It's good. I want it, but I don't want it. No. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out how I'm going to do it. Maybe just a trapdoor that we flop down in front of him. Might work. No. Well, I'm going to keep on going until we get what I want. So I'll be back in a second. Got one. It's a bit pricey, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I went and got a book as well. I'm going to get... That doesn't need it. 4 of these, which is going to pretty much wipe out my stash. But there we have him, our mending villager. Now, we'd obviously do need to improve him at some point, but for the time being, let's take that away. I put a camouflage flap in there, does the job nicely. We'll take him away, put him out here for the time being, but ultimately he is going to be zombified and cured. But he's still got mending, he's locked in, and I might just use some of these up just to see. Oh no, he's not going to level him. Okay. It's not a problem. So, yeah. 4 mending books. 4 pieces of armour. Well, let me just try. You know what? I'm very tempted to keep him in the... We'll pop that down. We'll pop you in there, and there's a screenshot. The only thing left to do now is upgrade my armor and also do a little bit of farming off camera. Now, as I said, we do need an emerald farming villager, because of course, where is that creeper? I know he's practically outside. Boing, boing, can't catch me. Boing, boing. But you know, having that freedom is going to be pretty sweet to get the things. So I say, main one, mending. I could do with fortune for me drill, you know, There's a few other bits and pieces we could do with, but I don't want to get too bogged down in villager trading. I want to get on and start expanding this out and getting some animal farms and ranchers and farmers and everything in there. I'm going to start off with a very, very, very simple pumpkin and melon farm. We'll automate it, but it's not going to be anything significant. It's going to be the old observer and piston farm, which means that we can get that built between episodes and running, and that will give us everything I need. I'll also work on getting a farmer villager or two, kidnap a few more, a little bit of tidying up. But first things first, let us get these items. I mean, yes, that's a definite one that needs repair on it. That could do with some more enchants, but I think repair is probably a good start. I do like that, but I'm not sure about the aerial affinity, but it doesn't matter. And I do like to have a projectile protection, so, you know, it's all good armour. We do need to level it up and repair it all, but that's fairly straightforward. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.